Tobias, hi. Appreciate your support, my country, and I think you are one of the most reliable allies in this very complicated geopolitical situation. So I have two questions. One question concerning the strengthening of support. What else you and our allies can do in the nearest future to strengthen Ukraine?
Well, firstly, thank you for your kind comments, but I should say it's the Ukrainian people that are doing the fighting for Europe, and so that's why we need to keep providing our support. There's the short term, and then there's the long term. The short term clearly is the new offensive that's likely to take, the counter-offensive that's likely to take place. It's so important that gains momentum, you retain your territory that belongs to you. We show the West that you are serious about what you're doing there with the support that we're providing. If that stalls, if it turns into a frozen conflict, this is what Russia wants.
Yeah.
And then of course then people will talk for requests for negotiations to then take place. So we need to make sure this counteroffensive works. Longer term, we need to make sure that Russia isn't going to do this somewhere else, Moldova or another part, Kazakhstan, anywhere. So to make sure that happens, we need to include you in our security and geostrategic umbrella. So the EU, NATO, for example, joint expeditionary force, this smaller group of countries that can help provide the security that you require. This is a testing point for Europe at the moment. Aggression is on the rise. We see this from China and indeed from Russia. Our systems are being exploited. Our weaknesses are being exploited. We need to stand up to the bully.
What actually what kind of end of the war you see, real end, the most applicable for us?
It's not for me to determine. This is for Ukraine. If you want my advice, I would say that the mainland Ukraine must be the immediate objective. I think the Crimea is a more complicated space. I'd like to see the objective, the mission, focus on mainland and treat Crimea as a slightly different solution, which could actually lead to the people in the Crimea looking over their shoulders that a Ukraine is flourishing, it's free, it's democratic, it's part of these big international institutions, and then it itself doesn't want to be part of Russia. That, I think, is the more peaceful approach. What we do need to do is ensure, as I say, that Ukraine is seen to win, to make progress, to gain its territory back. That's the most important thing in the next 3 to 6 months.
Okay, thank you very much indeed.
Slava Ukraini.
Героям слава.